Right guys, welcome back to my sort of fourth video, part B you could call it, of my petrol electric 5-inch gauge railway locomotive. First of all, I want to apologise for the shaky camera work in the last video. In this video, particularly in this one, I haven't actually got the tripod. Someone else has taken that for today, so I'm afraid I'm going to be doing everything by hand and it's going to be quite shaky. But I just wanted to show you I've actually got the generator mounted. As you can see, it's quite it's quite hefty, and the Oldham coupling, which is in there, which actually joins the clutch off the centrifuge, the centrifugal clutch off the mower there, through the Oldham coupling directly onto the shaft of the generator motor. And as I said, that's a 24 volt 1000 watt. Also, just a bit of courtesy to Millbore Engineering of Nash Mills, who actually have been helping me make certain parts of this, and helped me actually getting the coupling joint to the shaft of this, because it was actually a bit complex. It's got a very unusual shaft, as it's from a mobility scooter motor, and it's almost just like a bit of a keyhole like that, with the centre of the shaft taken out. So what I've done is I've actually got, I don't know if you can see it, there's a bolt just there, and it comes through the bottom just there, and that goes directly through the middle part of the shaft. So that's why you've got a bit of play before it engages either way, while it's in the middle of the shaft, as it's slightly smaller than the hole. But apart from that, you know, it actually works very, very well. I've just first fired it up a second ago just to give it a little trial run, and it all seems to work very well. I haven't actually got the leads attached or anything, but I've made sure they're fully insulated in electrical tape, so that I'm not gonna get any shocks or anything, as this is an all metal construction. But yeah, there you go. You can, it's fairly big. But anyway, let me start it up. I don't actually know where I'm going to put the camera yet, so you'll have to give me a moment. And there's also, excuse me if my shadow gets in the way of anything. But let's start it up and see what happens. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this on the ground for a moment while I do start it. I'll try and get it. In fact, you know what? Scrap that. Let me use this just to see if you can see that, just while I start it, and then I'll come pick the camera back up again. So fuel is on. Okay. There we go. Tipped over nicely. Alright, and there we go. As you can see, it works very, very well. I'm extremely pleased with that. It's almost perfectly aligned, so there's very, very little stress, if any, on the coupling. As you know, that plastic part in the middle takes up a lot, any misalignment and anything. I'm extremely pleased with that. Right, so I suppose the next video will be attaching the voltmeter to it to see actually what we're producing here, because it, you know, 1000 watt 24 volt, I don't know, you know, the RPM of these is, I wouldn't think much more than 2,500, 3,000. We'll see what happens. So thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned and subscribe, like my videos, and yeah, thank you very much.